Alright, we should be good to go now. How are we doing, everyone? Everyone had a good restful weekend. Markets are still about to open for us here, so we got a bit of time. I am just recognizing as well, so we should be. I think we should be okay for our payout today. Hopefully, hold up. Just double checking that we're all set up here and ready to go. Have a look. Just double checking we're live here. We are. Beauty. Perfect. Okay, so today, guys, we are running with our 3 Fund of Futures family accounts. You can see this one on day 2 out of 3. Consistency still a little bit high because we took that losing day, but I'm glad that we've been able to manage the losing days to be sort of a similar amount. So that's for this account. And we have this account, very similar as well. And then the last account, which we did take a payout from last week. So you can see here it's been 3 straight green days. Did end up taking a payout, so it's reset at 0. And then coming into our GOAT, a lot of futures accounts here. Once this wants to load. Okay, so we've got a bit of a mixed bag here. You can see these 2 accounts, they're pretty much at starting balance. Once again, drawdown's like about $600 away or something. Similar with this account, but then these 2 accounts, we haven't had a losing day yet. So 3 winning days of 600. These 2, and then these are pretty much back at starting balance due to losing like 1.2k on Friday. I think that was just a result of trying to trade too many accounts at one time. So we're gonna curb that for sure. We're gonna start with these accounts. We're just gonna trade 1 account at a time till we can hit our target, and then look to move to the next one, or hit our drawdown target as well. So whereabouts are we? Just gonna put the phone on do not disturb. Beautiful. We'll fire up some chess. That's while we're waiting. Yes, if at any point you guys wanted to try Fund of Futures family, use code FIT, F-I-T, for the best discount available. But let's just do 1 warm-up chess game. We'll go into our trading view charts just to see where we're at for the day, and we'll get our ideas ready. Probably there. Oh. Might go there. I'm playing very unorthodox right now. Try this. That sucks. I go there. Oh, I can't. And I don't actually mind this, and we can open this up. Okay. Oh, I just realized. Right there. I take and stay on the white squares of this piece. I'm gonna move this guy here first. Take this. Takes. Ooh. Interesting. Takes. Take. Goes there. We go here. He goes there. Ooh. In a sec. Can't really do anything with just this piece. If I go there, then that's blundering. Should win on time here. But that was. Nice. Alright. Good way to start. Now coming up to the charts here. So top-down analysis looking from last week. Wouldn't be surprised if we get some sort of retracement coming down into these levels here. We've still got this opening gap that we created. We've got a few of them, to be honest. Week after week, it looks like we're gapping up and we're just not coming back down. So like most people, I'm just anticipating when this bullish Russian is gonna come to its end. But until then, I think we're better off just continuing with the long analysis. That's the weekly. Check the daily. So we didn't actually close above Wednesday's high. Obviously took it, but closure is pretty much right at the top of this candle here. So I wouldn't wouldn't be unusual to expect a retracement here. So go 4 hour. See, hitting right in here. This probably makes the most sense if we are going to go short, bouncing off here and then continuing to push up. Yeah, like, I mean, all of this is pretty much filled. Nothing really else. Yeah, I'll just check the news really quick. We've got 2 minutes, well, 1 minute essentially until market open. I mean, this has just been going on for ages, right? This mediation between Iran and the US, like, I thought this was supposed to be handled by about now, so. Also, excuse me, sorry, I am a little bit under the weather, if you can't tell from my voice in a minute, but it's just hit winter earlier. Starting to get a little bit more chilly. Here we go. We're just going to wait for the first 3-minute candle, see which direction we want to go. A gap up or a gap down will also be pretty indicative as to what direction we're going to go. If we gap up crazily, we might just forget all of this. If we gap down, then this continues the analysis of potentially reaching down into here. Again, we're just going to go with the one account at a time. If we hit our targets, then we'll switch to the next account. Here we go, 3 seconds to go. And we're live. So gap up once again. Not too big of a gap, so that's good to see. Previous day value area high resting right here. Definitely not a 30-second chart. Get rid of that. M1. Now we patiently wait. Let me put my light on as well so it's not so dark. Basically just trying to see if we can get a closure above here. To be honest, previous day value area high. I'll take a short off this level. Nice. And just looking for 600 on these Goat Funded Futures accounts. Really don't need any more than that. Okay, nice. If we hit 50, I'm taking myself out. Yeah, so it's very much just this previous day value area high level. Seem to be rejecting off. If we get a closure below here, previous day point of control as well, I think spilling down makes sense. Looking decent so far, to be honest. Nice. Need a closure below all of this. Last minute for the M3 now too. And shift down to a smaller time frame here now. Just see if there's any more FVGs. No, looks like we want to spill here. Gonna add straight into 9 here. DP at 600. Beautiful trade so far here. Right at the previous day point of control now. Going to break even if you can get down to these lows. Yep. Break even. Safe trade here. A little bit more. Okay, there's the M3 closure. Beautiful. we hit it. There we go. Perfect. 619 on this account. So that's one account done and dusted. Switch over to the next. We're going to keep with the short narrative here. We can go in a little bit more heavier because we are obviously seeing the direction we've wanted to go here. And really just needing like one mini is the main direction that we're sort of heading for here. So that's why I just go one micro. We're going 3 on this entry just because we've already seen the momentum to the downside. Just waiting for a bit of continuation. Shift to a higher time frame here. Just watching, being mindful for pullbacks here as well. So stop should be here. Could potentially retrace up into here. The last week value area high is probably where I want to just wait and see. If we can get down to here, then we'll probably hold off. Still got this BC resting in here, but wait for this closure. See if we want to pop up or whether we want to keep spilling lower. Just want to see us fail, like try and retrace but fail. If we can spill lower from here. Still respecting this for now. So if we create new lows here, we're going to add in +7. Alright, let's see if we hold. Okay, M5. Looks pretty good for a short here. 600 roughly. 30 would be good. Decent push here. Shift back to the M1. This is pretty much going to be our entire drawdown. I think we have $660 left, so just got to be mindful of that too. I'm wanting this just to continue here. If we take this high, it's going to be a bit rough. We've still got a gap resting right in here, but I think we should be okay. I kind of want to go to break even pretty quick here. We got a volume imbalance resting right here. We still might push up and tap this before spilling lower. So I'm just going to go break even here. Just not going to risk it. All good if it gets stopped out here. There we go. So beautiful. One account already done for the day. This count we're running in. Yeah, again, this volume imbalance I'm not too happy with, especially because we've still got this gap resting right here too. That's cool. 18 bucks. I'm glad we took the break even. We really can't afford to, on these accounts with the drawdown at like 49k, can't afford to muck around. These ones we can with the 51k. So we might actually jump on them next. Save these for a little bit more high probability because we don't want to be fucking around with these two accounts. So 391 we'll switch to. Yeah, good stop out here. Good. If we get some displacement to the downside, we can just go in straight with 10 here. Seeing what we need to see. So yeah, nice. Beautiful. Alright, nice. Closing below the volume imbalance here, so I'm just gonna wait to see if we can push back up just a little bit. Doesn't look like we want to. $391, 393. It's the other decent account. Okay, point of control shifted down here now. Looking promising here. Back to an M1. Nice. Okay, rough. There's that spot we were talking about. And get straight back into here. Bit of a rough one to take. That plan of still waiting for this to be taken is probably still the right call of action. If buyers have the momentum, it's actually a good spot to short here, but I'm gonna keep it just on 1 micro for this account and go to 3 on this one. A good spot to short here. Okay, nice. Seeing what we need to see here. Again, value area high now. Sitting at the midpoint of the opening gap. Want to see continuation down to these lows now. Gonna add in on this account as well. Only with 3 as we're in some drawdown here. We want to see this respected. Cold, man. So cold here. Alright, not looking too great. We're pushing up so high here. Again, until we really get a closure above all of this, I'm going to still stay short. Till we break all this, then we could potentially look at longs. Continuation here. Till we see that, I'm going to stay on the short side here. And they really want like 300 down on this account too. So we're just going to be mindful of that. Yeah, okay. Not looking ideal for the short play anymore. Yeah, there we go. Glad we didn't add into this account. Sort of just kept it as is. Let's see if sellers want to shoot this thing down now. Okay. We still do have the top of the gap, the new day opening gap here. Just going to move my stops. The start's pretty much going to be all of our forwarded drawdown that I wanted to have. So 416 should pretty much be there now. That's the top of the gap. This ideally is where you want to be shorting. See if we hold this or if we just blast straight through. Yeah, it looks like we might blast through here. Need like a crazy amount of shorting momentum here. Let's see. Okay. Not great for the M3, not great for the M5 either. So we probably want to get out at around 403. See if we can pull back into that region. If we come down with displacement, then we might just rip through, but 403, we just got to be mindful around this area here. Look to get ourselves out. Okay, bit of displacement. And just gotta be mindful, see what the reaction is. We'll adjust stops to here. We shouldn't really want to go any higher than there. So, oops. And 3. Right here. Okay, still holding for now. I'm trying to find where 403 is. 403, resting at about here. Just gonna keep on trailing our stops downward here. Okay, brilliant. Starting to get some movement down. Again, not anticipating this to run forever. Again, if we can get some nice displacement though, I think we're all good. Just watching this here. Okay. Stopped out there as well. Okay. The one account at TP, these two accounts, which are my highest amount at the moment. A bit of a losing day. Honestly, I might just stop with these accounts here, just so the consistency doesn't get too cooked. And then we'll move to 392 for the account. It's these three that I really want to try hit winning days for. Just because we're on day 2, our drawdown's pretty low at the minute. So if we can do that for these, we'll be very, very stoked. Yeah, it looks like we're not going to look back here. Looks like we might want to continue on this long trend. I just want to wait for a pullback before we try and look to get in long here. Okay, maybe not. We might just fly from here. So stop, we'll keep down at these lows. Again, if we're breaking these highs, we're just going to go straight for 7 and ride the momentum. Threes. It's not the greatest spot to go long, to be honest, here. So we'll keep the size small here. It's okay. Expecting that stop. This is the area that we actually did want to long from. Make sure we're at that midpoint. Cool. So go back to our original strategy. Just one micro in case this wants to flood straight through. I think we should be okay though. Right at that midpoint now. So we are down about $70 on this account. And this is that region that we were sort of looking at before. Let's see if we hold this. That's looking decent to me. Going straight in here. Stops just below here. Looking at about $200 risk. And so we need about 670 here. We are going to continue this move. We're down about 250 on this account if we get stopped out here. Looking for about 670, 680, let's say. We can push back up to these highs. Much better spot to get in long. Much better. I don't know why I tried to go here. I just thought we were going to continue and break through, but that's all right. Kept the size pretty small. See if we can recover this and keep pushing. It's looking good on this. I'm going to take the same thing on 390. Straight off the bat here. Yeah, beautiful. This one we need about 6. Yeah, that'll do. And push past these highs. So 392 was the other one. Beautiful. Stops to break even here, or just under. Alright, good recovery on this account for the time being. Go break even now. Just check the other one too, because this is one where we kind of went a bit crazy right off the bat. It's a little bit frustrating on these two accounts, especially because they're like the most funded. At the moment, closest to payout. So these are on day 3, winning days out of 7, and then these are all on day 2. So bit of a pullback. We'll switch back to a 1 minute. Beautiful. And we'll take it with just one more of these accounts. So the one with the least amount of drawdown, which is 391. Okay, and that keeps it easy for me. 90, 91, 92, the accounts we're rocking with. Okay. That looks like the lowest we're going to get there. Alright, we should hit TP, hopefully, on this account, the 92 account. So we're going to need about 700 to hit TP here. Getting close to it. I'm just going to adjust stops as we're climbing here to... what account is this one again? 390? Are we in drawdown on it? No, we're not. So we don't want to be... We'll just keep it at break even. At least at a worst case, we'll be at $30 if it comes back to entry. Very close to TP on this account. Very, very close. We'll adjust our stops as well. Now we're in profit at least $100 if this wants to come down on us. So good management here for both of these. Let's check. Close to the previous day value area high again, but I think just based on this recovery, we should be pushing past. It looks like we just want to continue this all-time high momentum run. Interesting with oil though, oil has gapped up insanely high, so that's got me actually on alert a little bit here. Potentially look to take out the high we just made at the start of the day, and then look to drop down. With oil going up that high, it's sent some alarm bells, to be honest. Maybe we go for this tiny little imbalance here on an M3. Wick all these highs, take out all of this liquidity resting right here, and then spill down. We'll wait and see. Keep things as is for now. We can hit 3 of these accounts, especially the ones that are in drawdown. I'll be really happy with that. Stoked. Bang. There we go. So 609, 619. This account we're needing just a little bit more. So 390. Move this. I might actually take profit here just because we've hit the previous day value area high once again. Haven't taken out this as well, so gonna just be aggressive with the stop trail here, expecting a reversal around about here. Let's just shift down a little bit. Yeah, so we either blast through from here and buyers are just going to keep this going. What's that? 160 to 80. 160. Just not too sure, to be honest, where to put these stops. That looks pretty safe, to be fair, for now. We'll play some chess while this is loading. Okay, I think that should be okay. You guys can all see what's going on. I hope. Yeah, okay, cool. Might actually not play chess just yet. This is what I was anticipating, that potential reversal from here. Especially with like oil being this high up is the biggest tell for me that we actually might not continue higher. I think this collapses, to be honest. And if so, we're switching short. And this is the importance of just not taking yourself out. I learned this last week, to be honest. I took myself out way too early in positions. Because I mean, I saw this happen so many times. It got here, I stopped myself out, and then it just rebounded and kept on going in my direction. So let the stop loss, like that's what you're paying it for, right? Like don't ever take yourself out of a position. Just let your stop do that. Just keep trailing. So now we just take it to this. So we secured a little bit more if it wants to come down, but if it wants to keep on pumping, it will keep on pumping. And if it takes us out, then we obviously know the momentum and where we're gonna go. Okay, we're just gonna check these higher time frames here. Really a whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Yeah. So weird we're still pumping up as much as we're doing right now. As you can see, didn't take ourselves out, even though it was looking like it was going to come down again, and we're away. So yeah, super important just to let your stop loss take yourself out. Don't prematurely get out. Again, I'm just going to trail this up. There's 120 locked in, and we're pushing now. I wonder if we take all-time highs or whether we just go into 457. I'm just going to see where we were on the M3 for that. Or 456. Yeah, okay. So that makes sense. That lines up. See if we get here and then we turn around. Oh, very close to TP. And same thing for when you're in profit too, right? Like I've done it a lot where price will be here. I'll take TP like now thinking this is the top. It blasts through. I try and chase it. And then all the profit that I just secured now by taking myself early, I have to try and like get back again because I'm losing it chasing. Whereas if I just literally left the position, I would be hitting my TP and done for the day. Small decisions, but like have a huge impact on your P&L. And if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. Like you just have to accept that with every time. It's risk, right? So you come back, reverse us, and we lose like 400 bucks. But scared money don't make no money, as they say. Order block here as well too, so we should protect this low. Check this M3. So we've wicked all of this. We've now wicked the PM high as well too. But until we see, you know, displacement in the other direction, I'm not gonna jump on shorts just yet. I want to see that 56, 57 area tapped first, and then I'd be interested in the play to the downside. Okay, we can get back onto the chest now because this thing's just gonna do its own thing. What is going on here, bro? Ooh. Can go here. Ah, that sucks. Let's do this. takes. I'll take his, trap it. Nice. Nice. It's a pretty good move, actually. Want to be in a green square if we can. Watching the trade here too. Ooh, tough. That almost cooked me. I think he's trapped here, but I can't take still. Let's do this. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's nasty, actually. Oh, that's crazy. Hold up. I don't have long. So if I go here, he's just gonna take me, and then I'm in check again. If I go here, that's probably gonna have to be the play. I can't do anything. Oh my days. Very close to TP here. Just realized my... Let's do that. Oh, snap. Take. I don't think I can win still. Yep. Ah, I don't even know where to go. Too much happening right now, man. Guys, we take that. Let's do that. Ah, tough. Okay. Rough one. Probably 3 minutes is not the ideal time frame right now. Okay. This trade is still doing its thing, man. I don't know what MNQ is doing right here, man. At a pretty sticky spot here, but all-time highs, we're just going to keep this long in play for the time being. Probably will adjust stops to this low now. At about 200 on the day for this account. Ideally, we just pump and hit TP, right? Last M5, let's see what the closure was. Yeah, still have an M5 gap in here too. So 5.6 is here, 5.6, 5.7. Could pierce a little bit higher too. Can we hit our target, man? We are very close to TP here. Very, very close. Market's just teasing us, man. Teasing. Temptation is real to just lock in the $400 here, along with the $13 we made earlier. But as we said before, we're just gonna let the stop loss do its job. That's what we're paying it for. And if we're gonna hit TP, let's not cut ourselves short. Shift back to A1. Micro time frames are looking good. Just need a last little push here, man. Okay, there it is. Approaching these levels now. This is the first spot where I just want to be a bit careful. Watching oil as well here too. Don't know if we gap fill this, but I mean, that's insane, man. Someone knows something that we don't. To increase that much right off the open. Yeah, nuts. Okay. Could just be reacting to this and then dropping, but alright, locking in 270 now. Okay, last minute here. See if we can get some sort of displacement to the upside. There we go. we've taken this high, we've closed above it now. Does indicate we're gonna continue pushing here. Oh, very close to TP. Very, very close to TP here. Just dancing, flirting with us, man. There we go. Bang. 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 Huge. So 600 on this account, 600 on this one, 600 on this one. We're still in drawdown on these two. So we will trade these individually once again. We're going to go with the... Dang, there it is. Goodness me. So there's that tap into that region that we were talking about before. Let's see if sellers actually want to get involved here. Just with how much oil has pumped up today, I don't actually buy this bullish run. 393. Sheesh. Oh my days. Crazy. So there you go. That's further evidence as why you never take yourself out early. I mean, we got real close when we were down here. I think we had our stops here and we came down here, right? But that's why you pay the stop loss. Just let it do its job. And TP on these accounts now, which is huge. Don't need to stress about that for the rest of the day. Got these two accounts, and then we've got our Funded Futures family accounts as well. So I'm going to save those probably for London, just because the profit target is high for those. I need 1.5k. And there's just not that much volatility and movement early. There is right about now, like 8 a.m. Well, it's 8 a.m. my time in Brisbane, but what's this, 6 p.m. New York time? Typically, especially at the end of a weekend as well, you'll usually get, because of all the news that's happened over the weekend, that's when people are pricing in first thing off the open. So you can get a nice, decent run as we've seen here. This is crazy, man. Okay, see if we hold this here. I'm actually going to go for a little tiny short play. I might leave these accounts out. The lowest I want to lose on these is 600. The daily drawdown for the day is at 50,520. So, excuse me. If we hit that, then we get locked out of these accounts for the day. So I might just switch to these accounts, to be honest. Remove all of that jazz. Get rid of this. This is the only thing I don't like about trading with wealth charts, is that you just have to set up your ideal thing every single time. I say this all the time. It's, yeah, proper annoying. So these are 3 counts that we're running with at the moment. All up about 2.5, 2.25k. This is the one we took a payout from the last week. So it's up a little bit higher than these other accounts. But yeah, we're going to probably run with this one first, the 603 account. Just because we're on day 0. These are on day 2 out of 3 for the payout. So I'd rather, if we're going to take a loss, take it on this one. We're on day 0 rather than these 2 accounts. And again, because we're already in a little bit of drawdown with these 2, just going to keep them on standby. But these are on 3 winning days out of 7 now. And then these accounts are on 3 winning days. So if we somehow turn these green, that'll be day 4. I think we only need 150, so I might just run that. Instead of going for the full 600 today, we'll just take the winning day, take 150 bucks on both of these, and then call it. I like that we're stagnating right here. So this is what I was talking about before. Up into this region, we're hovering here. So I'm going to go for a short. Let's take a short stab here for 1 micro. Right at this spot. So if we're down like, I don't know, 25 to 50 bucks, we're going to can it, say we were wrong, but so far so good. Ooh. You have no action. What do you mean? What? Wealth charts, man. Wealth charts be tripping. There we go. Alright, we're gonna send it here. But in this region, liking what I'm seeing here, just want a nice spill down off of this. You typically see this as well, like 6 p.m. New York time, you get a run in one direction, and then come 7 p.m. you usually get a run the exact opposite direction. I'll see if we can find it in another point here. Yeah, you'll see here on this weekly open that we had, or this is Friday, sorry, open at 6, we get a little push up, and then come right at 7 is when we start pushing the other way. It's pretty universal here, same thing. So where are we? 6, we start spilling down, then at 7, we'll push the other way. So that's what I'm anticipating on here, especially after this reaction in those zones that we were talking about. We did push a little bit higher than here, but nice, we're starting to hover here. So I'm only going to go to 200 here. 750 is my daily loss limit. So if we hit 750, we're done for the day on this account. So I'm only going to cap it at 200. See how we go. Then if we can displace down in here, we're going to add into the position and just adjust our stops to this high right here. Ah, snap. I just realized. Hold on, let me adjust this. Only risking 250. Cool. Now I just need to see how much we actually need. So this is the payout amount. We're basically trying to hit 2.1k over 3 days. I think that's $700, yeah. So $700 will be our target. So we can have 3 days of that. We're already under the consistency, so we don't need to stress about that. We just need to hit our 3 winning days and have the max available. So 700 is going to be our target here. Six. Shift into a smaller time frame, see what's going on. Liking what we're seeing here. So many wicks trying to go higher and we just can't. Just waiting for that first bit of downward momentum to confirm though. Until we see that, just gotta hang tight. Nice. Good start right there actually. We're needing 1.5 on these accounts. Just down here. Look to add in. Keep stops at 250. Main thing we want to see is just an inversion. Ideally closing below this low. Like volatility, just as we're approaching 9, this is what I ideally love to see. We have 7 o'clock, so you can see this is my local time here. So it's 8:53 in the morning. But if we can get to 7 p.m. New York time here, want to see a spill down closing below this low right here from market structure shift. And then look for retrace into here, and then we continue lower. That deal. I don't mind if we take out some of this high because we've got liquidity building right here. So everyone's going to have their stop loss right here. I don't mind if we sweep this just slightly and then we spill back down. But ideally what we'd love to see is just displacement to the downside from here. especially closing closer to this candle, so to the new hourly candle. Around here is where you're gonna start to see that displacement, whether up or down. Let's see if we're on side here. Last few minutes here. I'm just gonna make a phone call at 9, so I'll mute myself and see how we go with this running in the background. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. I'm gonna take this short on one of these GoFunded accounts as well. Everything's sort of playing out how I want it to play, so we are correct and this thing wants to absolutely rip, then let's do it. So we're just looking for 150, I think. Just take the winning day, call it. So what's that gonna be? 635, right? So that should be enough for us here. If we can take out these lows. Okay, we went even lower, so. Curiously, what is the bottom of this? That's our 600 target. Interesting. The 220 is going to take us to about 700. So as we're saying, I don't mind if this gets swept. I just don't really want like a closure above all of this. Not that the market really cares what I want anyway, but beautiful. Beautiful. So as we're saying, these last 2-3 candles, we should start to see some movement, either up or down. See what oil's doing again. Yeah, oil's still sort of climbing here, so based on that, I think we drop lower. Maybe we drop into this region for oil and then push, but I can't really see us coming back to close all of this. Five micros might have been a bit too much, maybe. There we go. That's what we were talking about. That last minute beforehand. Like clockwork, man. Like clockwork. And want to see this market structure shift if sellers are actually going to take this thing lower. Yeah, again, the big tail is oil here. The fact that we're doing this big gap up, yeah, I can't see indices continuing here. We've respected this 5 minute, have we? No. We've respected this 5 minute sippy as well. So all in all, point of control restaurant right here. We just had the new hourly open. Jump back into here. Again, don't mind if we sweep these highs. Ideally, we just continue spilling from here. I'm just going to wait to see what sort of displacement we get, if any. TP here already. Yep. So we're needing 700 for this account, and that's us done for the day as well. So it's a little bit lower NQ, if you wouldn't mind. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. I'm gonna let this one run here. If we're just 1,000, to be honest, we don't even need the full 1,000 here. Just trying to hit the full winning days. Oh, I might have jumped in a little bit early here. A little bit early. Alright, I just gotta make a phone call. Hello. Okay, we're back. Man, it's gonna be hard to try and do two things at the same time. So, there's a lot going on. Work's just obviously started on this end for me, so trying to juggle everything. That's all good. All right, so reaching the top of this box now. No bueno on all of these. We just got stopped out here too. So negative 250. I'm glad we didn't obviously take the same idea on everything. Let me just cancel all of this. Cancel all orders. Make sure we don't get randomly filled. Honestly, can't complain with the morning so far. 3 of these accounts still at TP. This one's obviously another fair bit of drawdown now. We might just leave this one alone. We've got about 400 bucks or 500 bucks of drawdown available left. And this thing's gonna start melting. Just had the wife coming in. Still haven't closed above this region here. I still like the idea, man. I still like this a lot. We're gonna run it again, man. Again, as I was saying, I'm not too worried if we wick all of this. Now we'd like to see a microstructure shift here. So a closure below this low, pull back, and then we'll add in. Actually, because I don't have a lot of time, what I'm gonna do is copy trade these accounts. It's because I don't have all the time here to be babysitting this. Leader, we're gonna make 114. I think we should be good now. All these should be running. Good. Really, an inverse of this is enough for me to start scaling into this position. I don't want to go straight in with the 9 micros I typically do here. We'll go for 4, get to 5 micros, and then that wants to do inversion here. Yeah, I still like everything here. Oil as well, still at 2% on the day, which is crazy. No inversion here, so we're just gonna hang tight for the time being. Another phone call, bear with me. We're back. Wet call's done. Market's really not doing a whole lot here too. Just keeping my eye on oil. We're not really moving anywhere here either, so in a sticky situation. Still just got the 1 micro, I believe. Yeah, just 1 micro here, so not risking a whole lot. Still in profit just. Haven't broke above here either, but no displacement to the downside, so we're not going to add anything in. I'm going to jump off in a few minutes here, so if we hit 9:30, I will end the stream here. Thanks everyone for tuning in that did, and we'll catch you guys. I'll try and go live again later in London session if I have the time available today. Otherwise I'm just going to trade without going live, but yeah, we'll update you guys on how we've gone so far. But decent morning, can't complain. 3 out of 5 accounts TP for GOAT funded, and then still rocking with these 3. God willing, I think we'll be able to get these 3 to TP today. But yeah, just not trying to force it or rush it. That's just looking pretty good. Let's see if we have that follow through to hold us here. If we do, we are jumping in. Nice. Okay. Nice. Good push past here. We'll take this account now, so the 391. Right in here. Nice. I'm going to go pretty heavy on this account here. Wait to see if we can push back up. We've wicked this. We ideally want to see a closure below for extra confirmation. So I'm actually going to hold off. That's a little bit too crazy. I need to chill out, man. 8 minutes to go here with love and an absolute meltdown from here if we can. There's an extra, so we're at what, 433. This is looking decent. Need to break past this. I'm sure we still have like a 1 minute level. Oh, yeah, we're at the 1 minute level right now. So I just want to see a break past this. If we can. I think 15 micros is all we're going to need on this, but we just want to make sure obviously we are continuing. So ideally if we break this low, we'll look to add in. Where are we at here? Pretty much at entry right now. Point of control shifted now here. Looks like we're going to get a closure below point of control. So this is good for shorts. Ideally what we want to see. Previous day value very high resting right here. So got to be careful with that. But ideally we honestly push past all of this now and targeting these 2 areas here. That's where my draw on liquidity is going to be for now. Yeah, I'm just looking for a push past this low with a bit of speed and momentum is ideally what we want to see here. Nice. Still struggling to get above here. Just need this next 30 to be bearish. Decent bearish closure on this 30-second, and we are going to add in. There we go. Just need a bearish closure, and we're adding. There we go. Nice bearish closure. I'm pretty heavy on the risk now. Is 1,000 to hit our $600 target. Stop should be at 6.9. 70 will do. Hovering, respecting all these levels in here. Off in 3 minutes here. And probably adjust our stop loss here too as well. Oh wow. Crazy pump here. Let's see if we hold. Oh my goodness, dude. What is that? See if we inverse this. If we inverse, I'm going pretty heavy on the size here on these ones. Keep the size pretty relative. I think we're already pretty crazily sized with 15 micros here. Take it just a little bit to this high. Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. Let's see sellers getting involved right here. Doesn't look like it. Oh bueno. Oh, these two accounts, man. That's rough. Super rough. Might have gone just too early on the size here. No follow through. Still didn't get our market structure shift. Just went a little bit early. Wick this high, have we? Backup point of control here now too for this last minute. We need to see bearish. I'm gonna wait for a minute here. Don't need to get in any new positions. Last few seconds here. I like that we're pushing down again. That's a bit frustrating. Very frustrating actually, but that's okay. My fault for adding in too heavy too soon. What are we at on these accounts? About $1,000 in. Might just have to leave these. Just call it 2 L's for these accounts, and it is what it is. All right, so that's 7:30 right here, guys. I'm gonna call it from here. You obviously see on the charts if we hit 481, we are stopped out. No bueno. But thanks for tuning in this morning. We might actually hit it right here. So thanks for tuning in this morning. Hope you guys have a good trading week ahead. and we'll see you on the